You have a massive goal, but every time you try to make progress, you freeze. When a task feels overwhelmingly difficult, your brain triggers a hardwired pain avoidance mechanism. It calculates the high energy required to complete the task and steers you toward immediate comfort, like your phone or the TV, to protect you from the perceived stress of the work. We can work around this biological defense system. By the end of this video, you will have a physical 4-part action plan built to lower the barrier to starting. Let's build that plan right now. Grab a pen and a blank piece of paper. Pick exactly one ambitious goal you have been procrastinating on and keep it in your mind. Overcoming procrastination requires a shift in how you structure your work. We are going to organize your goal so that taking action becomes the easiest option available to you. Step 1. At the very top of your paper, write down that massive, intimidating goal. Seeing that large objective triggers the avoidance loop. Your mind catalogs the hours of effort required, which often leads to seeking a distraction to escape the pressure. Take your pen and draw a line straight through that big goal. Right underneath it, write down the absolute smallest conceivable version of that task. This comparison matrix shows the scale of reduction required. On the left is a massive requirement like writing 200 pages. On the right is a tiny single-block output, writing exactly one sentence. This micro-task should be so small it feels easy. If you still feel the need to argue with yourself to get started, the task is still too large. Scaling down the task ensures that forward momentum takes precedence over perfection. You are clearing the path for the first move. A mountain is climbed through thousands of individual, sequential steps. You cannot leap to the summit, but you can always take one step. Shrink the task enough, and you bypass the brain's threat detection system. The mountain is replaced by a single, manageable stepping stone. Step 2 is environmental design. Think of this as setting up physical training wheels for habits. Relying on raw motivation is risky because willpower is a finite resource. It often runs out well before your to-do list is finished. Instead, make a physical change to your surroundings so the desired action has the least amount of friction possible. On your paper, write down one physical object you can stage immediately, like placing running shoes next to your bed, to make tomorrow's microtask simpler. A designed environment reduces the number of decisions you have to make before you work. By removing small obstacles, you make the act of starting feel more natural. Step 3 addresses the most difficult part of the equation, the actual moment you begin. It takes the most energy to break the initial state of rest. Once you are in motion, kinetic energy helps you stay in motion. Prepare to work on your defined microtask for exactly 2 minutes and not a second longer. This visual timer is a contract. If you want to stop the moment those 2 minutes expire, you have full permission to do so. Step 4 reinforces the behavior. You will pair this 2-minute effort with an immediate reward. Write down the reward you will claim the second the timer ends, like a favorite song or a cup of coffee. Finishing a task and receiving an immediate reward releases dopamine. This association helps lower the mental barrier to starting when you work again tomorrow. Combining a strictly bound effort with an instant reward uses your biology to your advantage, turning an avoided chore into a manageable loop. Look at your paper. You have translated a vague ambition into a practical, executable system. Small, consistent actions compound over time. Each microtask you complete adds fuel, eventually turning a fragile ember into a roaring flame. Consistency is more important than being perfect. All you need to do is show up for your 2-minute commitment. Massive goals are reached by taking this small piece of paper in front of you and starting the timer right now.